So in this video, we're going to talk very much about standing up in the golf ball, right? It's a big problem that causes lots of golfers, even very good golfers, inconsistency, similar to the lesson that we're going to look at today, Keith. Now, Keith is the kind of golfer who ends up moving progressively closer towards the golf ball, and I'm going to show you the way that we are remedying that particular problem. So let's take a look and watch Keith hit a couple of shots first, and then we'll sort of break up and talk about what he needs to be working on. Yeah. No, not quite. So the problem that you've got is when you go, so if you get set to the ball for me. So when we were doing that movement there of that feeling that you were trying to highlight, which is kind of this, yeah?
Yeah.
What that basically is just more separation. So the more you turn the upper body away from the lower body, the more tilt's created. So the problem for you is because you start sort of turning, but then this quickly follows, everything kind of gets a bit flat. Right?
So more turn on the top half.
You've got to try and get that first movement. So if you show me again, because you kind of did a nice rendition of it, but if I can just jump in for a sec, what you've got to be careful of is it's that, right? So it's not that. Yeah, this is kind of what you're doing. So you sort of lose a bit of hip depth. You just end up with a lot of rotation. You look stuck. And it's kind of reflective in the strike, isn't it? So what we're looking for is this, more of that, but it's not like a lift. Do you know what I mean? So you still keep your head still, it's just you've got to try and get a sensation for what it's really like just to turn the upper body first and then into the backswing. So what I'm trying to really get Keith to do is two parts, right? I'm trying to make sure that as he's taking the club into this takeaway position, that he's allowing more upper body rotation to happen. Okay, now the problem that was ultimately happening with Keith is that there was too much rotation coming through the lower inside the takeaway. And when you do that and you turn your upper and your lower body together, what ends up happening is your head ends up moving off towards the right-hand side. Now, what will also happen is if you were to draw a line in the back of my hips, I'm going to end up standing up, right? Because I'm progressively just moving in the wrong direction. So what I'm trying to get Keith to really feel is inside this takeaway is to keep that head still and to try and trigger more chest rotation. Triggering more chest rotation will produce more of a tilt of the shoulders. But then from the point is you see, once Keith gets back to this sort of, takeaway position with minimal lower body movement, from here, he can then turn the pelvis in towards the completion of the backswing, which will give him that ability to retain hip depth. And this is the kind of thing that I see all the time with lots of students. So, same again, pause, more upper. Yes, do you see what I mean?
Yeah. A bit lazy.
So more up, yeah, now up, and then hit. Yeah. Promise you, similar to what you've seen with Keith, and I see it all the time with students, once you produce a backswing position which is correctly sequenced, you'll find it way easier to hit down on the ball. So you see,